Good afternoon, Wicked Edge Expert Corner Group. This is Mark. You can follow us on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. And what we're doing is upgrading this older, well, they discontinued a couple years ago, so they're all older, WE100 series. And I have these longer screws here. What I have here is the Wicked Edge dual cam Vise upgrade kit. It comes with a riser block and the spring array that fits in the riser block. This is a machine metal riser block, and it comes with a couple tools and a couple screws because the original Wicked Edge has a short screw here that just threads into this blue base. This other side, the mounting screw passes up through the base in order to mount the original standard vise, which only has the one screw hole. So that's why there was only one screw. One was used for the square bar and one was used for the vise. Well, now, because of the challenge of mounting this, Wicked Edge found a way that they could still use that same setup and put one screw from here and the other screw from there, and it's a good combination. But we're moving on. It's 2026. We're going to change this Wicked Edge. We're going to do that bad word thing to our Wicked Edge 100, and we're going to drill out those threads. We're going to modify it now so two screws can come through it. And that's going to allow us to use the Wicked Edge riser that comes with the spring array and the vise. And it's meant to use, how I just explained, the single screw method and the short screw. Well, now that's drilled out, we're going to use it, and we're going to also put a stable riser on here. We're going to use the block as a riser block for added height, and we're going to put the stable riser on top, and the stable riser is also ready for the spring array. And then because we drilled out the screws, we're going to put the square bar in from the bottom all the way up through both holes. And on the other side, the same thing. We're going to put the square bar up through the bottom. Now at the same time, I reversed the square bar so that the delineations are now on the bottom, because they don't mean anything to us at the Expert Corner Group, because we always work with the cube and we don't use the divots or the delineations. We work with micro adjusters and we clamp on the front or the flat side of the bar when it's oriented with the name down. So now we have the riser block underneath the stable riser to give us some added height advantage working with the dual cam vise. Because the dual cam vise is not any taller than the, than the new Wicked Edge standard vise. So it has the same challenges for me with the efficiency of the stones. I want to use a riser underneath it. So I am using the Wicked Edge riser that comes with the dual cam 100 series kit because you want the square bar. So then we put the array in there, and then the new vise. The barrels, the silver pointed barrels, fit right between. with the handle unlocked, and it just stacks right on top. And it is a bit of a balancing act till you get it started. And there is room to get the threads started on the one side before it compresses, and then come over to the other side and start working on the other side. You want to work back and forth. I'm still trying to get the other side started. There we go. Now, with both sides started, now my hands are free and I can turn it up and make sure that we have it lined up, and I do not. So bear with me, I'm going to, and we're doing this in real time so you can see me stumble, fumble. I did not have the barrel in the brass receptacle. Let me redo this. Okay. With it hanging down, it goes right into the barrel and lines up. And then you rotate it to get the screws to line up with the handle down. And like I said, it is a balancing act. And I'm going one screw, then the other, back and forth. The barrel is in the slot, I got it started, and now I'm verifying that the barrel is working. Then I'm going to come back over, turn it back over, and now we're going to go to town. Now, because we drilled out the two screws, we're able to work with one wrench on the top. And we're using longer screws because we did stack the array of risers because of the modularity of the Wicked Edge system, and we have the right combination of the screw length for this application so as not to strip out the vise. Okay, we're getting to a point now where we're starting to compress, and then I'm going from side to side, watching this gap close up as I go from side to side. Trying to keep the gap even. One turn on one side, one turn on the other side. Almost there. Bear with me, and I'm gonna tighten it up until these gaps are all tight. And then I make the assumption that the screws align everything, and with everything tight and stacked tight, that it's straight. And then you have the dual cam vise riser underneath the stable riser clamping system with the dual cam vise on top with the square bar. Now you can use the stable riser clamping system if you choose to, or you don't need to use it, but now you have a higher vise when your stone sits here. Then in most applications you get the full use of your stone, and it also gives you, by widening the triangle, it gives you better low angle range in most situations. That's the dual cam vise upgrade with the stable riser from the Expert Corner Group, and that's for a Wicked Edge 100 or a 120, or you could convert, if you so choose to, go from a Wicked Edge 130 to a dual cam. You have the base, you could do that too. Thanks.